Okay, welcome to another work solution. I'm trying with a new webcam. Let's see if this works better than the last one. We're going to do Edexcel GCSE Mathematics linear paper with a calculator, so it's paper 2 and it's the June 2010 series. We've got an hour and 30 minutes to do it. Hopefully it won't take that long. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to write in green pen. You should be doing it in black in your exam. You may want to be doing diagrams in pencil, but I don't want a green pen because that seems to stand out clearly on the screen. Okay, here we go. First page is always a formula page. Got down for you. Don't try and answer that, it's impossible. We may want to use them later on though. Okay, so the calculator's ready. Question 1. Here is an incomplete pictogram. It shows the number of hours of sunshine on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Saturday of 1 week. Key here is crucial. One circle is 4 hours. Write down the number of hours of sunshine on Wednesday. 1, 2, 3 blobs, so 4, 8, 12. 3 fours are 12. Write down the number of hours of sunshine on Monday. 4, 8 and half is going to be 2, so that makes 10. On Friday there were 8 hours of sunshine. Show this on the pictogram. So 8 hours of sunshine. 1, 2. Make sure it's clear. On Sunday there were 6 hours of sunshine. So that's going to be 4 and 2. So I'm going to do my circle for 4 and a semicircle for 2. Just make sure that line there is definitely a straight line, so it's clear you tried to draw a semicircle. Okay, hopefully that's 4 marks done. 96 to go. Okay, question 2. Write down £2 and 80 pence in figures. So I want £2 and 80. You don't need to put the P because you've got the pound sign. You must only have the pound sign there. Write down £2 and 6 pence in figures. £2 and 6, 0, 6. Write down the mathematical name for each of these 3D shapes. First one is a cuboid, sphere, and this one is a prism, but I'm going to put triangular based pyramid. Just trying to spell that, Miss Giant. Pyramid. Here is the volume. Here is a solid prism made of centimeters cubed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 in the front face. It's asking me to find the volume. Well, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 actually in this one. I can't see that one behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 2 slices. Clearly it is 10 centimeters cubed. Just written that down there. Question 3. Sorry, that was question 3. Question 4. Here is a 2-stage number machine. It multiplies by 10, then adds 3. An input, you times 10, and you add 3. Complete the table. 1 times 10 is 10, add 3 is 13. Similarly here, 5 times 10 is 50, add 3 is 53. Now this one, we know the output, we had to find the input. So working this way, it's times 10, add 3. Working this way, let me take 3, divide by 10. So 103 take 3 is 100, divided by 10 is 10. There we go. Question 5. From the words above, choose what best describes a probability. We've got the words impossible, unlikely, even chance, likely and certain. The sun will shine in July next year in London. That's really very likely. It's not absolutely certain, it could rain, so I'm going to go for likely there. That the next baby born will be a boy. There are as many girls, almost as many boys born, so we say that's an even chance. So there will be 50 days next month. Well, no month has 50 days in it, so that's going to be impossible. Question 6. Question 6. Draw a circle of radius 5 centimeters. Use the point O marked with an X as the centre of the circle. So I need to get a compass and a ruler. I'm going to set my compass to 5 centimeters. 5 there, 0 there. Just let you see that. Set to 5 centimeters. I'm then going to use the X. It's not in the middle of the O, it's actually the X. And I'm going to draw a circle. Just around like that. A little tip for you if you're finding this hard, it's often easier to slope the pencil back or forward a little bit. And also the other tip is sometimes just to move the paper all the way around rather than moving the compass. There we go. Circle drawn lovely and neatly. Right, get that out of the way. Next question. On the diagram, mark with arrows, double arrows, a pair of parallel lines. Well, quite clearly that line is parallel with that line, like train tracks. Mark in with an R a right angle. So I'm going to draw my right angle sign like normal and put a very clear R in it. There we go. Complete this table by writing a sensible unit for each measurement. The height of a door. In metric, I want to be using meters. The weight of a man. Imperial, I'll go for stones. The volume of water in a bucket will be litres. Work out 5 squared. That's 5 times 5, 25. Find the square root of 3.24. Now on a calculator here, let's use it. So I want the square root, hit the square root button, turn it on first of all, hit the square root button, 3.24, press equals, we'll go to the fraction, so I SD that out, 1.8. Here are the first 4 numbers, first terms of a number sequence. Write down the next term in the number sequence. I'm going to work out, that's 3, plus 3, plus 3. So I'll add another 3 would be 19. Explain how you found your answer. I added 3. You could also do this question using the nth term. It's going up in 3's, so it would be 3n. The 0 term would be 4. 3n plus 4 would be the nth term for that sequence, and you could say I used the nth term. Rule with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 5. That would also get you the marks. Okay. Here is a rectangle. Draw the lines of symmetry of a rectangle. Well, there's going to be one right through the middle. There's going to be one through the middle this way as well. Be careful, there's not diagonal ones. People often think there are. There's not. That's all there are. This is a regular pentagon. Write down the order of rotational symmetry of this regular pentagon. I could trace that shape, pick it up and turn it around 5 times. So it'd be 5. Write down the order of rotational symmetry for this shape. Again, I could pick it up and put it down 3 times once, twice, 3 times. 3. Write down the temperatures shown on these thermometers. That's 15, 16, 17, 18 degrees. This one is 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. The table shows the temperatures in London at different times on New Year's Day. Write down the lowest temperature. The lowest temperature is -3. work out the difference between the temperature at 6 PM and 10 PM. Well, I'm at 4. Put it down to -1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 degrees different. Okay, what fraction of the shape is shaded? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 12 squares, of which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are shaded. 5/12 must be written as a fraction. Be careful, it asks you for shaded. Sometimes they're uncanny and they ask you for unshaded. Here is a list of fractions. 2 of the fractions are not equivalent to a 5th. Write down these 2. With that I can cancel, so 1/5, divide by 2, divide by 2. Divide by 4 will give me 1, divide by 4 will give me 5. Divide by 5 would give me 1, so that one I can't do. That one I can divide by 10 and divide by 10. That one I can't do. So the answers for this one are 5/20 and 3/10. Doesn't matter which way round I write those two, I could have done 3/10 and 5/20, still going to get the mark. Work out 3/4 of 64. It's a calculator paper, so I could use my calculator. I would hope I could do without it, but I'll show you how to do it. Calculator 3, 4. I'm going to times that by 64. Because of means times. Answer 48. Got your calculator, you should use it. The simpler way is just to say, well, 64 divided by 4. Half of it is going to be 32. Half it again is going to be 16. Then I need the 32 and the 16 because that was a half and that's a quarter, or that was 2/4 and that's another quarter, adds up to 48. Tulips cost 85p each. Sarah has £20 to spend on tulips. She buys the greatest possible number of tulips. Work out the number of tulips Sarah buys. Well, your starting point for this might well be to do 20 divided by 0.85. Notice I did 0.85. I actually hit the wrong button because I'm in pence. So we're looking around about 23 tulips. Let's just check if that works out. 23 times 0.85. 23 times 0.85 gives me £19.55. Well, clearly I can't buy the 24th one because that's going to take me over it. So I can buy 23 tulips. She pays her £20 note. How much change did she get? We've just worked out that comes to £19.55p. So with the £20 note, I'm just going to get 45p change. Done. Okay. Next question. The two-way table gives information about the subject studied by 50 students. It's a two-way table. It's called two-way because you've got one type of thing going this way and one going that way. One aspect this way, the type of course, and this aspect we've got whether they're male or female. 50 students in the total column. Complete the two-way table. This is just a case of trying to fill in the missing gaps. Straight away I can see if there's 25 females, 50 people together, there must have been 25 males, so I can write 25 in there. If I've got 11 there and 18 there, it's got to add up to 50. I've got 18, 29, 29. That means I've got another 21 to get me up to 50. Just got to check that as you should do in the exam to show you how to do it. So do 11 plus 21 plus 18 equals 50. So I know I got that row right. I know I got that column right. Right, some more gaps to fill in. This is the only place with one gap. 21 engineer altogether, 6 female. So there must have been 15 that were male. 15 out of 6 is 21. The number of males has got to add up to 25. I've got 15 there, another 6 there makes 21, so 4 must have been doing medicine. Now I'm just going to check again that that line adds up. 6 plus 15 plus 4 does indeed equal 25. 4 adds something gives me 18. That must be 14. Now 14 and 6 is 20, so there must be 5 there. Looks like the table's complete. 6 add 5, 11. 15 add 6, 21. 4 add 14, 18. 6, 15 and 4 we've already done is 25. 5, 6 and 14 is also 25. So I've checked both ways, it adds up. 3 points, just for a bit of adding up really. One of these students is chosen at random. Find the probability that the student is male and studies law. So of the students, which is the 50, find the probability it's male, and studies law. Now in the exam you might like to draw some lines across like this. That's your male one, that's a law, so it's where it crosses, it's 6. So it's 6 out of 50. You may like to simplify that and say that equals 3 out of 25. That's good practice to show that simplification. It's also good practice to write in the actual answer you had first of all in case you mess up. You're simplifying, so you've actually got the right answer written down. Okay, let's get that to focus again. This conversion graph can be used to change between litres and gallons. So we've got gallons on the bottom and we've got litres up the side. Unfortunately it's photocopied terribly, so it's very hard to see what we're going to do, but let's try it. Let's change 50 litres into gallons. I want litres and 50. It's really important in the exam to draw your lines in as you work. So draw that line in and read it down. 11. 6 gallons, so I'm starting on 6 to litres. And this is where I'm going to struggle on this poor quality printout to work out what it is. 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wasn't as bad as I feared. 1 litre of petrol costs £1.15. Work out the cost of 50 litres. Well, that's just going to simply be £1.15 times 50. You've got your calculator, use it. £1.15 times 50, £57.50. Now, I've written £57.5 there, because what my calculator said, 57.5, 57.5. Because it's money, you must put that 0 pennies in, or you won't be getting the mark. Work out an estimate for the cost of 1 gallon of petrol. Okay, so I know that 1 gallon is approximately, using this, 1 gallon is approximately, I think that's 4, I'm going to check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, using that graph. 1 gallon is 5 litres. So 1 gallon is 5 litres. Well, I knew that 50 litres was £57.50. So 10 times less, 5 litres, is going to be £5.75. There. Next question. Solve an equation. X divided by 5 equals 3. So, flow diagram method. Divide by 5 gives me 3. I'm doing that. 3 times by 5 will give me what X is. In this case, 2 times 5 is 50. Next one. 1 times 2, then subtract 4, it's going to be 9, 9, add the 4, 13, divided by the 2, 30 divided by 2, or 12 divided by 2 is 6, 6.5, 6.5, you could just calculate it too. Pop it in there.
You could have just written it. It's 13/2. I need to go on the mark. Might be worth thinking you'd be struggling on the non-calculator paper with this. Okay. Notice diagram not read to scale. Or not drawn accurately. No point getting your angle measure out for this. If you see that, get it out. Work out the bearing of from A. We're at A, and we need to know the bearing to here. Now the bearing is measured from north, so it's all the way. Well, that's quite straightforward. To there is 180 degrees, and then we've got another 40 degrees. If I add that up there, that's going to be 220. Here is Here is part of a train timetable for trains from Birmingham to London. Which train takes more 2 hours to go from Birmingham to London? We'll just glance at this one. That's 6:35, 8:35. That's not 2 hours. 2 hours would be 9 o'clock. 7:15, 9:15. 7:30 would be 9:30. 7:45, 9:45, that's more than 2 hours. Work out the number of minutes, there's a minute here, taken by D to go from Birmingham to London. So it's train D that I want. Okay, you may like to do this your own way. The way I students do is to get their watch out and count on time. You can even use exam clock if you like. If you've got a watch, take it off and just wind hands to 7:30 and then count as you wind it on to 9:04. Sort of talk it out, I don't have a watch hand. Right, 7:30 through 8 o'clock is going to be 30 minutes. 8 o'clock through 9 o'clock is the 6 minutes. Then 9 o'clock, 2 minutes past is another 4. So 60, 94. 94 minutes. Paul's going to a meeting in London. She will catch one of the 6 trains from Birmingham. She needs to arrive in London before 9 o'clock. What are the latest trains she can catch? Well, this one and this one all get in to London before 9 o'clock. But the latest one you can catch will be the last one that gets in before 9 o'clock, which is a 07:15. So you can get the 07:15, which is train C. There we go. Okay. This is one of my questions to you calculate, because you just got to use a calculator. Just slide across and that becomes clear to you. Okay. First of all, use your calculator to work out 2 divided by all of 1.5 times 245. Okay. Best thing to do is hit a fraction and type. Then we're going to scroll down and replay from there to this bit, and this is 0.5 2.4. That's exactly the same as figures on our calculator to display the most decimal. We've got a third option to decimal right down. Right decimal or A 2 decises. First one, and this one. I'm going to drop off there. Is diagram. Because they'll always be predictable and you always background some info. fit, they'll just use your best fit to do it, providing you've shown how you worked it out. There we go. Estimate the rainfall, 7. Bang on there. These two lines are absolutely crucial to getting that mark. Don't just look at it and where as it originally was with just the dots and guess. Draw your line of best fit, draw the sausage if you want, then draw those two bits in as well. That's 4 relatively straightforward marks. Okay, so try and get that cleared out a bit so you can read. In August of 2008, Eddie hired a car in Italy. The cost of hiring a car was £620. Exchange rate is £1 goes to €1.25. Just going to write a little flow diagram here. I've got to get from 1 to 1.25, or from pounds to euros. To do that, I've got to times by 1.25. The cost of hiring a car was £620. Work out the cost in euros. To get from pounds to euros, I times by 1.25. That's why I wrote that down. So 1.25, and I'm timesing the original £620 by that. Again, it's a calculator paper, so let's use it. €775. Okay, part 2. Eddie bought some perfume in Italy. The cost of the perfume in Italy was €50. The cost of the same perfume in London was £42. The exchange rate was still that £1 equaled €1.25. Work out the difference in cost of the perfume in Italy and the cost of the perfume in London. Give your answer in pounds. Okay, so I've already got the London one. This is a good way of setting out. You have the London there, and let's put the Italy on this side. I know it's £42 in London. So what would it be in Italy? Well, Italy is given to me in euros. The exchange rate is still 1.25. So to go from pounds through to euros, I had to times by 1.25. So to go from euros back to pounds, working the other way, I'm going to divide by 1.25. That'll give me pounds. Now I know it is €50, so I've got to divide that by 1.25. And that's telling me it's going to be £40. So in Italy it's £40. The difference therefore is £2. I'm just going to do 42 minus 40 equals 2. Difference £2. There we go. Okay, let's get that chance to focus again. There we go. Copy and complete the table of values for y equals 3x plus 4. B, on the grid, draw the graph y equals 3x plus 4. There's actually a real cheat way to do this, and I'm just going to show you quickly. When x is 2, y is 10. When x is 2, y is 10. When x is minus 1, y is 1. Drawing those 2 points, I can now get my ruler, very carefully line them up to be very, very accurate. I want to make sure I'm right on both of those. There we go. And use that to answer the question. questions, which were in these ones here. Now I know I didn't miss them, but they're in there.
I would know now they were missing. I could go and complete them. Okay, when I've done that, I'm going to go back through and check all my answers, make sure everything seems sensible. Okay, there you go. That's done. I've now done that, so I'm going to write on there, worked, solutions. Hope that's useful to you too.